to burial schools. Send your kids to burial schools, or place to realize your dreams. Burial schools. Send your words to burial schools. Send your kids to burial school. There's no other place like burial schools.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody at home there. I don't know how you are doing, but it is afternoon here, but it might be morning there when you are going to have this. So good morning, good afternoon. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. We are back again. So today, Jss1, we are continuing with poetry. Okay, we are continuing with what? Poetry. And we're not going to talk much on what poetry is, because last week I believe we dealt with that very well. We went deep into it very well. So today we're going to be looking at types of poetry. But I remember that I told you that poetry is a different kind of writing. A different kind of writing. It's not like when you're writing prose. It's not like when you're writing play. This one is when words are used for the sounds they represent and for the image they also represent. And I told you something about poetry, that it has lines, and the body of those lines we call it stanza. The body of those lines we call it stanza. And I told you that it is an arrangement of weak and strong stresses, which we call meters. Meters. Okay? So we have lines, we have meters, we have stanzas. Which is the other one? Stanzas. So stanza is a body of lines. Meter is an arrangement of weak and strong stress. Then we have equally rhymes. Rhymes. Now, rhymes is when a line in poetry is ending the same sound. When a line is ending the same sound like another line. For instance, if I have a line in poetry, is, let's say, he kicked the ball. The boy. He kicked the boy. The boy, right? And another line, say, and the boy is playing with a toy. That is it, with a toy. Now you see that these two lines, boy and toy, rhyme. That's a perfect rhyme. Boy and toy rhymes. So whenever you're having lines of poetry, lines of poem, ending this way, we call it rhyme. It rhymes. Okay? Now if it is another sound that is ending the line, it does not rhyme. So what we do, we mark them, we mark those related sounds as one, and mark those unrelated sounds as another. So this is basically what you have in poetry. All right. Now, last week we started looking at types of poetry, isn't it? We have different types of poetry, plenty of it. So we're going to pick those ones that are consensus, hoping that as we graduate, as we move up, we're going to have the other one. So you just have to bear with me today. That's my exam. So let's pick the one. The first three here. You've gotten it, is in your note. The first three is in your note. And I remember last week I told you that poems too are constructed. We know the type of poem by the content. By the content of the poem and the structure of the poem. Isn't it? All this is in your note, I guess. Content there will be referring to the theme of the poem. What is the poem talking about? And the structure, we're referring to the lines and stanzas. Okay? We are referring to the lines and stanzas. Alright, so the first one which is in your note is this one, lyric. Lyric poem is in your note. And lyric is taken from the word lie. 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 Lie is a musical instrument. A musical instrument is taken from a musical instrument. And we said that this type of poetry expresses strong emotion. Strong emotion. This type of poetry expresses strong emotion that is personal to the poet. Okay? Personal to the poet. And it is used in honor of a dear person. Just like your class now that is so dear to me, I can write a lyric poem about that class. It's used in honor of a dear person, a particular person. Okay? So this type of poem expresses a very, very strong emotion, and then it is used for when we dedicate to dear person. All right, the next one is epic. Epic. Say it. Let me hear you. Epic. Epic is a very long poem. Very long poem. It deals with narrative account of great men, great women, great nation. You know, like people like Queen Amina, the great woman, you know, that lived so many years ago in I think around the Kano, Katsina region. Okay, she was a great woman. So it is used in honor of those kind of people. You write about some epic poems are like books. Okay, they are like books. So those are the type of things, the theme you will find in epic poem. Those are the why in this one you're talking about love, okay? So we talk about epic poem. It equally deal with the encounter, the problems human being encounter in life, okay? So the next one is ode. Ode. Say it, not ode like I told you the other day. Ode. Ode has to do with addressing somebody who is not there as if it is there. Addressing somebody, it is a celebration of somebody, a celebration of beauty, a celebration of character, a celebration of love. So an old poem will address somebody who is not there as if the person is there. Old poem. So that is ode. The main theme of ode is devotion to lasting beauty. Of course, I told last week that we have certain beauty that doesn't last. We have certain love that does not last. We have genuine love. In a world that fades, you know, in this world, everything fades, isn't it? We don't have a concrete world. Things in this world fade. You see a beautiful girl today, give that girl 50 years, you see that beauty fading. Everything is sagging, you know, she will start going down, so it fades. Now, if you buy a car for me, for Mr. Goodman here, give that car 15 years, you see the car will start giving problem, and the next thing I will dump the car. So it fades. But when we talk about love and beauty does not fade, that one that will stick to the sands of time. So those are the kind of beauty. I gave instance like what Jesus Christ did. So those are the kind of love that can never fade. Are you with me now? So we move on. The next one is ballad. Ballad. Number 4 is ballad. Ballad. So when I say ballad, you should know what I'm talking about. This is a narrative poem. Ballad deals with narration and action too. Narrative poem and action. It tells a story and teaches moral lesson. Ballads are mostly formed by ordinary folk people in the countryside. Now, when we say countryside, we're referring to village people. Okay, so when we talk of ballad, it has to do with dancing, or let me say body movement. Okay, now it tells about the countryside. The countryside, from what I have here, it teaches moral lesson too. All right. Now from this one, you will not have to copy, because I don't think I gave you this last week. So number 5, I'll write the note there. Number 5, idea. That's this one. Okay. All right. This one is a short. This is a short poem. These are short poem. Okay, this is a short poem. It's better because I've started it. This is a short poem. A short poem. that describes a peaceful and happy, happy scene or incident. It is connected, sorry dear, sorry sir. It is connected with simple life of the rural people. Please copy this. All right. Now that is what ideal poem is all about. Now I'm going to throw more light into it. It is a short poem that describes a peaceful and happy scene or incident. It is connected with simple life of the rural village people. Okay, rural people or village people. Now, have you ever been to the stream in your village? Have you? Have you ever gone very close to the river in your place? Have you observed the rain falling in a farm before? I know some of you are born here in the city, you grew up here in the city, and you don't know what I'm talking about. Have you been to the river and watched the breeze blow, watched the river flow? These are this is what we're talking about, peaceful and happy scene. Have you ever been to the village where they are going for fishing, like in a fishing festival? These are happy incidents. Now, the thing about this, it discusses about that simple life of the countryside people. Like when you see them doing communal work, when you see them doing, let me remove this thing. When you see them doing communal work, okay, as they're doing it, in order to kill boredom, they raise a song. And that song will be talking about all this that we're looking at here. They raise a song about great things that happen in that village, about the particular person that left a mark in that village. They raise a song. So that is what ideal is all about. A poem that describes peaceful and happy scene. Are you with me now? All right. We'll quickly go to the next one, number 6. Number 6. Elegy. This poem is, you should be very conversant with this one. This is a poem because you are in the city here, you've gone for burial, you've gone to the cemetery to bury somebody. Now you've seen those writing there. That's what we're going to be talking next. This is a poem which expresses sadness. Have you seen that? Sadness. Sadness over the death of a lost somebody or somebody. A loved, a dear one, love, dear person, dear person. All right. Now, this poem is, I think some people call it deity. Yes. Please do copy of this. Yeah, this one expresses sadness. This is a poem that expresses sadness over a dead person, especially a dear person. Now, it's not only one person, somebody died, that we now write this type of poem. It equally when something evil happened. When something evil happened, something that is eroding the moral sanctity, the moral value of that community, we say we can write an elegy or a dirge into of that. For instance, now you see that in the society this day, it is amazing that so many girls cannot cook. Honestly. So that is a sadness, that is death of a value. An African, in an African society, you will see a grown-up woman, a grown-up person, a woman that doesn't have that culinary skill to cook. So it is horrible. So we can write a poem on it. Now, you see that in African society this day, you see the youth, the juvenile behaving anyhow. In an African society, a young person is supposed to be very, very polite to an adult, but that is being eroded now. You see somebody coming. I think this is still obtainable in the village. You see somebody, an elder returning from the farm, and then you as a juvenile, as a small young boy, you are supposed to go and welcome the person, collect the load, whatever is the load, take it home, and then the man will bless you or the woman will bless you. Now these values are going down, so we can write it is, not only for dead people, but we can equally write over this morals, over this value that is being gradually dying off in the society. All right, so that is elegy or dirge. They call it dirge. Some people call dirge. Now the next one is lullaby. Oh my God, lullaby. Okay, let me equally put dirge there. They're almost the same. This is a poem which is like a song in reaction. Please do copy all this. So, in reaction to sad events. Sad events, especially death, It is meant to mourn a bad situation. A bad situation like death. Bad situation, e.g. funerals. All right. Now, these two are related. These two, dirge and elegy, they are related because they are all about the death of something, the death of somebody. Now, this one, Africans will do it a lot. Have you ever been in a place where a woman, lost her husband, especially a dear one, a loving husband? The woman will cry, talking to the man as if the man is dead. The woman will wail and mourn, There's difference between weeping, sobbing, and mourning, isn't it? So the woman will weep. Now, you know you will be mentioning the man's name and telling the man, you left all these people for me. How do you want me to cope with this thing? Oh, my lovely husband. You just left like that. Why did you go like that? The woman be wailing, will be mourning. So that is dirty there. It is like a song in reaction to sad event, especially that it is meant to mourn a bad situation. Okay, bad situation. I think the South Africans, they do it very well. This one, they do it very well. They do it in a way that it will touch you, touch the audience listening to them. They will do it in a way and even put action to it, if it's possible. So that is dirty. Why this one expresses that this one will be like a song, okay, like Calabar people. I'm not very good in Efik. So the woman is likely going to say, oh, something like that. So you will be saying something that will touch the heart. So that's dirty. All right, let's go to the number 8. I go this side. Number 8. This is a soft and slow song. Soft and slow song. I don't know if this one is a good example, but what I'm trying to say there is that a lullaby is simply a soft song and a slow one that's meant to lure a child to sleep or meant to keep a child quiet from crying. So if you have a little one at home there and he's crying, just start a song. I was about giving an example like that one. They say, rain, rain, come again, rain, rain. You know that song? Now, if you look at that song, compare it with Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill, remember that poem, Jack and Jill, or Old Roger? You see that this rain, rain is cool, soft enough to lure a child to sleep. So any poem that lures a child to sleep, we call it lullaby. Now the next one is very close to these two, elegy and dirge, and that is the last one today, epitaph. 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 Now epitaph is not a long poem, but it is a kind of this is a kind of writing in memory. That's the one they write in tones. In memory of a dead person, normally placed on the dead man, on the dead person's stone. Dead person's stone. You've seen this several, isn't it? Please do copy, be fast. Alright, that is it. So, epitaph is that writing placed on tombs of a dead person. You see, they write the name Chief Okon Thomas Akpan, 1940 to 2020. They put all those things there for you. So it's just simply a small writing in memory of a dead person, normally placed. Now, if you don't know this, just go to Hawkins Cemetery. You will see a lot of it. Very fine ones. Very fine ones. They will carve it in a way that you like. They place it on the dead man's tomb. Now, the essence of this, it reminds the people living, of the time this person lived and the period of the sad event. All right. So that is it. Now, that's where we're going to end. Next week, when we come back, we'll continue from there. Bye-bye and God bless. All right. All right. Before I finally say bye-bye, there's an assignment here on the board. Okay. Now, each time we give assignment, you don't do. So he is now making us lukewarm. We're now feeling reluctant giving assignment. But I have two assignments here. The first one is explain the term poetry. It's in your notes, so, and I explained it today too. I said something on that. So explain the term poetry. Okay. Now the second one is list and explain some of the various types of poetry. I know that one shouldn't be a problem to you. List and explain some of the various types of poetry. So you list them. For instance, lullaby, you tell me. This one, you tell me. That's all. That's all. That's just all. All right. God bless you now. I can now say bye-bye.